All right, we got a good one for you today. We are playing mono black skeletons. This one really will surprise you. I out aggroed the aggro deck, the red aggro deck. You'll see how fast this deck can really pull out creatures and attack. We'll look at the deck here. You got some early drops, the knight. We got the miner, Tinybones. Obviously, you want skeletons here. The early skeleton drops really help once you get the corpse down. The corpse gives everything haste. That's the one thing that really accelerates this deck. Everything with skeleton, that is. So you can actually have some pretty explosive turns. And you also don't want to sleep on cards like Saboteur. This card can do a lot of damage, and without worrying too much about that +1/+1 on target creature, because you got so much removal here. You can get rid of almost anything that you need to in a hurry. Even against a deck like Synthesizer, and you'll see a couple of my games I was playing against the Artifact Synthesizer deck, and I just out aggroed the deck. I had zero concern about them dropping anything and creating any of the creatures because, one, I could remove it, and I also went so wide that they didn't have enough that they could even block anyways. The deck does have something like two of these Soulstone Sanctuaries, just in case there is sweepers out there that take care of your board. You're still going to be able to have a creature that's out there that survives, where you can create that at the end of their turn and still attack with it on yours. There's some fun ones in these videos where I was using the Tinybones to defeat them with their own cards. So you're gonna really enjoy the videos. Pick up this deck; it's a really fun one to play. Enjoy the videos. All right, let's look at this. 2-drop, 3-drop. We got removal right away. Let's keep it. At least we got a 1-drop we drew. That was good. We'll get a pretty fast start here if they're not laying any creatures down. That was a tough decision for them. Creature. Nice thing is it has ward discard a card, so even if they try to bounce it or something, we get a little bit of advantage out of it. Alright, let's do a little damage. We're going for corpses next turn if we can. Not worried about that one. They're far away from us having to worry, and we're going to be doing some pretty hefty damage here. We got those 2 time callers, which is going to be nice as well. Take a lot of damage. Down to 8. Well, that ain't gonna stop us. Too fast for Synthesizer. And they scooped it up. All right, mono black skeletons. We got land, we got early creatures. We even got a little removal. We'll keep it. Get the Dark Knight down. Get a Skelly out. I don't mind that. We can drop 2 creatures this turn, which is nice. We're out aggroing the aggro deck. That's fine. We're going to get our lifelinker here next turn. We'll be able to also remove a creature. Sure. I'll get rid of any blockers the next turn, so. Only thing can get us is another Nova with Warp. We'll start getting life next turn. I don't think they got the Nova. Higher taxes. That is fine. You can kill my creature. That's about it. That's about his best play, though. This is where skeletons are fun. Yeah. Good game. All right, let's take a look here. We got land. We got Tinybones. See, this one got removal. Turn 3. Don't really have any 2-drops. We can get into that. Death Touch is handy at the beginning. We'll keep it. That's not a bad pickup. Fortunately, don't have a 2-drop. This will be my 3-drop. It'll also buff Tinybones. What are they going to drop? Oh, that's fine. Let's get the skeletons online. Got some removal here if they try to get a blocker down. We also got our 1-drop skeleton. Oh, look at that. All right, let's see here. What do we want to do? Might as well just do that. Get rid of the elf. Fortunately, I don't have any land open. Do have double removal. I'm not too worried about them dropping anything. Short of them having a sweeper or something, I think we got this game locked in. Very happy about that. We'll cast land. They'll probably have a 2-drop here. No problem there. Good games. Wasn't too bad. All right, let's take a look at this. We have 2 lands. We can drop the Dark Knight or the Miner early. Second turn, we got the Sunset. Such a good card. Hopefully we can draw a land, so third turn we can drop the Corpse. In that case, I'm actually going to drop the Miner first, because if we can get to that, we'll get a little bit of a buff with the Corpse. So we'll keep this. We'll do the Saboteur. Do we want another land? Not particularly. Gonna counter it? No. Another Synthesizer deck. Well, let's get some fast damage here. Down to 12. We have removal. If they have anything fancy here. Hoping they just burn the Bay. Although they'll probably grab the Pinnacle here. Just fine. They grabbed the Synthesizer. That was a waste. This deck goes way too fast for them to be worrying about the synth. We'll drop the whole board. Not all that worried about a sweeper. We can pull this back from the graveyard. We do have removal. They really need a land drop here on their side. Well, that's not going to do it. Good game as well. All right, we got land, we got early drops, lots of removal. Holy smokes, there's a lot of removal. We'll go with it. Not the worst thing to have with the Tinybones. The removal I don't like to see. Playing against blue. We'll get rid of their enchantment. Next turn, we could possibly play it. Ooh. Get rid of that right away. We'll attack with the Tinybones. We'll cast their enchantment. Got the corpse. Fortunately, we can play multiple things at the same turn. Actually gonna do this for the Surveil. Don't want another removal. Gonna attack with the Tinybones. Gonna cast the Apparent. And they scoop it up. Their own medicine. Alright, what do we got here? We got a little bit of land. We got the Knight. Tinybones we can drop early. Ooh. Tinybones into case, into corpses if we can draw land. That is the perfect start. Really want to see a land here. Well, since we didn't get the land, I'm actually going to drop the Menace card. The 1 damage isn't worth, or the trade isn't worth it. All right. Now I'll do the all-out attack here. Just because we're going to be getting that creature to turn pretty big otherwise. Not too worried about the show off. They'll get a 1-turn hit and we can destroy it. Hopefully we'll draw a card, but even if we don't, we still have 2-card play next turn. Actually, we'll pull that back. Is that what they're gonna do, huh? All right. Little hesitant on that. Let's just make our board a little bit bigger here. It'll leave back a blocker as well. We're going to have a pretty good attack next turn after we drop corpses, so all they got is the show off that really can do anything here. I suppose they actually could kill my creature and get everything to pump here. No. That ain't going to do it. And there we go. They just can't handle this board. It's amazing how fast this can go wide. And they scoop it up.